Yo ninjas, I'm Kaio. In this tutorial I'm gonna teach you the power move start. It's something very basic but that a lot of people do in the wrong way, and I think it's very important to learn it in the correct way depending on which move you wanna enter, and I'm gonna teach you how. I wanna remind you that if you want me to help you with your power move progress, you can check out my Patreon link in the description, and if you're interested, check out my merch, also link in the description. So the power move start is kinda like a cartwheel but in a circle, not straight in a line but in a circle. If you spin clockwise like me, you should start the cartwheel with the left hand, in this way. What you're gonna do for the power move start is gonna do the same cartwheel, but instead to go in a line like this, you're gonna do it in a circle like this. The cartwheel is like that. The power move start is like that. So first of all, master the cartwheel, starting with your left hand if you spin clockwise. If you spin counterclockwise, do the same, starting with the right arm. If you have no idea in which way to spin, watch the previous tutorials about the backspin, about some footworks. Learn the footworks and the backspin in the same direction. For example, clockwise, so your footworks in this direction, clockwise, and the backspin also same direction, clockwise. And do this start in the same direction. So if you spin clockwise, also do it clockwise, spinning in this side, towards the right side. So how to start? Spread your legs like this. Your left hand goes toward the right leg, so like this. When you are about to touch the floor with your left hand, kick the right leg backwards, like this. And then put your left hand on the floor, so like this. When you arrive here, jump with your left leg and lift it up, so like this. Immediately after, lean your right hand on the floor. When you're gonna lean your feet on the floor, you wanna lean the right foot first and the left foot second. So the right foot is the one that lifts up first, but also the one that lands first. Look at my right. Again. Once you learn it, try to do it multiple times without stopping, like this. This is also a very good warm-up before to practice your power moves. If you want, practice it also on the other side. Usually to warm up, I do it like 10 times clockwise and then 10 times counterclockwise to warm up before doing my power moves. So now, once you learn it in this way, doing it multiple times, it's time to learn how to use it for your power moves. I recommend to practice it in two ways. The first way is by kicking your right leg towards you, like this. So look at this leg. It goes like this. This start, to me, is very useful if you want to go to a handstand or you want to do like a 90. Instead, if you want to have more speed and more power and you want to go to a lower move, I recommend, instead of kicking this leg towards you, to kick it backwards, like this. So look at my right leg now. The second difference between these two types of start is your hips. In the first start, when you kick this leg towards you, try to lift up your hips and try to go to a handstand, so like this. In the second way, instead, try to be lower with your hips and try to not tuck your head in the middle of your arms like this, but try to stay more kind of like a planche. So not like this, but more like this. And with your hips a little bit down. So do this with your hips. Don't stay like this, but try to stay like this. In the second way to do it, when you kick your right leg backwards and when you stay down with your hips, try to not stay too high and don't go to a handstand, but this time go to a backspin. So in this way you are used to go lower with your hips and to stay low. So these are two very different ways to do the same start. Why, in my opinion, is important to master both? Because the first one is gonna be more useful to learn more control moves and also to learn like 90s at the beginning or like handstand walk. And the second way is more powerful but also lower, and it makes more sense when you want to start like windmills, swipes, or even flares, or even air flares actually. Because you want to stay a little bit low with your hips during the air flare, not like vertical. At the beginning you can practice the air flares vertical, but then when you master like one round, I think it's important to try to get lower with your hips. I hope this video is useful. Remember to practice this start in both ways. If you have any question, let me know in the comments down below. If you want me to follow your power move progress, check out my Patreon link in the description. And also, if you're interested, check out my merch, link in the description. See you next week with a new tutorial. Yo ninjas!